I'm here investigating a really nice asteroids machine I found in a Lunar Lander cabinet. And just trying to determine whether this was one of the original asteroids or a kit that had been put into an existing lunar lander. The serial number on the cabinet is LL539, which would indicate that it was a lunar lander. The back and the insides are in fairly decent condition. It's pretty clean. It's got the original style coin door. And just really nice, the way you'd want it to look. Everything in the bottom is really nice and clean. Just trying to determine what this was originally can be kind of tricky. The difference between an asteroids and a lunar lander is the logic board, which has the same pinout, and the marquee and the control panel. The inside back door in this cabinet has a nice original asteroids instruction sheet stapled to the back door where it should be. Yet here on the control panel it looks like this is the original Lunar Lander wiring harness to the control panel that's just been adapted to an asteroids panel, which would lead me to believe this was a kit that was installed sometime after it had originally been a lunar lander. Over here, the stamp for the manufacture of the cabinet's August 22nd, 1979, which doesn't help us much. And on the inside of the control panel, the other kind of troubling thing here is this piece of wood. That was originally part of the Lunar Lander control panel. You can see the cutouts where the lights used to be. Along with the original Lunar Lander smoked glass or plexiglass, it's got this nice original bezel for a lunar lander, not the what you would expect for an asteroids. I guess one way to tell is to look for any original lunar lander burn-in, and here at the top of the screen I'm seeing some lunar lander burn-in. There's a lot of asteroids burn-in, and there's a lunar lander right there. I see where it says altitude. It's kind of hard to see through the camera and focus on, but this was definitely ran as a lunar lander at some point. Well, in my opinion, this really nice asteroids in a lunar lander cabinet was originally released or sold as a lunar lander, and at some point, maybe years later, converted over to an asteroids because asteroids made more money back in those days. coupled with the fact that it's a Lunar Lander serial number, the original Lunar Lander wiring harness to the Asteroids panel, and the Lunar Lander burn-in on the monitor, there's very little argument in my mind that this was a low serial number original Lunar Lander cabinet. So what do you do with an Asteroids in a Lunar Lander cabinet? Play a game. Well, there it is. Really nice game, no matter what the cabinet. Here we have my old Lunar Lander motherboard plugged into this Asteroids game. Seems to be working fine. I of course have the Asteroids control panel unplugged. Here I've pulled out my old Lunar Lander control panel, complete with its original wiring harness. I think I'm going to plug this in and give this game a try.